Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Lucas Ives. If you guys haven't already heard, check out all my other videos and stuff like that. But today guys, I'm gonna give you guys a free workout program / workout routine that you guys can do that's guaranteed to put on muscle. It's gonna get you big, alright? It's a little bit lower in volume, so it's a little bit it's not a ton of sets, but it's super simple and it's super easy to track, so that you can make sure you're making progress every single day. And that's why I really like this workout routine. And I promise you guys, if you follow it right, you can see some really great results with it. Even if you've been lifting for a while, it's not just for beginners, it's for people that just want to really see the progress on paper. So I'll break it down for you guys in this video. All right guys, so why this routine is going to be so effective is because the main priority of it is going to be progressive overload. So we're going to be progressing in weight that we're lifting, and we're also going to be progressing in reps. We're not going to mess with the amount of sets or anything like that, and it's going to be a little bit lower in volume. It's going to be to failure on the sets. It's going to get you big, guys. You don't have to worry about it. Trust me, I've tried this routine out myself. It's a little bit lower in volume, but that's actually better, I'd argue, because then you can lift more weight. So let's get into what the split is going to consist of. All right guys, so it's going to be a 3-day split, and then you can rest, and then you can do the next 3 days, or you can do all 6 days and then take another rest day. But you're gonna want at least one rest day, and it's a 3-day split. So what it is basically you can do push-pull legs. You can do the Arnold split, which is going to be chest and back on day 1. Day 2, shoulders and arms. Then day 3 is all your legs, stuff like that. That's gonna be the split that we're working with, okay? You can also move it around a little bit yourself, but I'll give you guys the exercises, the weight you're gonna use, the reps and everything like that. So let's get into it, baby. All right guys, so the first thing that you are going to want to do is you're going to want to pick 4 exercises for each of the main muscle groups in this, okay? Doesn't matter if you're doing push-pull legs, setting it up like that. Doesn't matter if you're setting up the arm split. That's really your personal preference. But you're going to pick 4 chest exercises, 4 back exercises, and then 4 quad exercises. All right, and for the 4 exercises, you're gonna want to stick to mostly compound exercises. So you got 4 exercises for chest. 2 of them are going to be incline exercises, okay? So incline dumbbell press, incline barbell press, incline machine press. 2 of the chest exercises are going to be incline. The other 2 can be really whatever you want, right? And then for the back exercises, so we have 4 back exercises. One of them is going to be a vertical pulling one, pull-ups, lat pull down, something like that. Another one of the exercises is going to be a row for your lats. So I like to do machine row. You could do one arm dumbbell rows too. So a row that targets your lats, so it's going to be, your elbows going to be tucked in like this, right? And then one of them is going to be an upper back exercise where your elbows are more flared. So it could be a barbell row, it could be a T-bar row, anything where you're kind of pulling something to your sternum kind of. And then the last exercise can just be really whatever for back. So we got chest covered. You're gonna do 2 incline, 2 whatever for chest. We got back covered. I just told you guys what you're gonna do for back, and then for legs. And then I said we're doing 4 quad exercises too. So one of the quad exercises is gonna be a squat. The other one of the quad exercises is gonna be a leg extension. And then the other 2 can be whatever you want. So it could be split squat variation. It can be leg press. That's really what I would recommend. So we got chest covered, we got back covered, then we got legs covered for the exercises, right? You guys with me so far? Now we're gonna pick our shoulder exercises. So we're gonna do 3 shoulder exercises. Oh, and by the way, all these are gonna be split up across 2 different days, because you're gonna be hitting the muscle groups 2 times a week. So you're gonna split all these up across 2 days, but we'll worry about that in a second. So next is shoulder exercises. So you're gonna pick one for the front delt. That's gonna be a compound, it's a pressing. It's overhead press, dumbbell press. You're gonna pick one for the medial delt, which is the middle here. So it's gonna be either a side raise, side dumbbell raise, or a cable dumbbell raise. And then you're gonna pick a rear delt. So that can be reverse pec deck, can be face pulls, anything where you're really, going like that. So that's the 3 shoulder exercises, all right? All right, guys, now for the arm exercises. So we're gonna pick out 4 tricep, 4 bicep exercises, okay? So So for instance, for triceps, you're gonna wanna pick one that's over your head like this and extending. That's gonna be one of your tricep exercises. Then the rest are really up to you. Arms really isn't too complex. And for bicep exercises, you're gonna wanna pick out something that's curling. It could be like a preacher curl, dumbbell curl, anything like that. Then you're also gonna wanna pick out something that is like a hammer curl kind of, so it targets like the brachialis, like your forearms a little bit. So nothing really too complicated with the arms, right? So just 4 exercises for each. Make sure your triceps involve something overhead and your biceps involve something with like your forearm, brachialis, like hammer curls, yada, yada, yada. All right, and then for hamstrings, you're gonna wanna do an RDL or something that's like an RDL. It could be like dumbbell RDL, Smith RDL, anything where you're like holding like a barbell or dumbbell and you're like keeping your legs straight, bending down, coming back up. And then you're gonna wanna pick like a hamstring curl. So like it could be the seated, could be like the laying down one. So just pick 2 different hamstring exercises. And then this is also optional, but if you want to include abs into this, you're really just going to pick 2 ab exercises. And I'll tell you guys right now, the best 2 ab exercises are going to be hanging leg raises and then like decline sit-ups where your feet are like strapped in and you just start doing some sit-ups. So those are going to be the 2 best ab exercises if you want to do those 2. And then this is also another optional thing, but highly, highly, highly recommended would be to do 10 to 15 minutes of walking on the treadmill or like some kind of low intensity cardio at the end of your lifts, just to kind of keep you lean and keep that heart healthy. So I'd highly recommend doing that as well. I do ab exercise and I also do cardio at the end of my lifts for about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, now that we have our exercises really picked out, we're gonna split it evenly across 6 days pretty much. So you're gonna be hitting each muscle group twice per week. So let's say you picked out your 4 chest exercises. 2 of them could be like on your first chest day of the week, and then the next 2 could be like on your next chest day of the week. And then the rest days, you can either do like push-pull legs with the rest day, and then your second exercises after that rest day, so like push 2, pull 2, legs 2, and then rest again, and then just repeat like that. But yeah, spread out those exercises evenly throughout the week. You could probably even do like a daily split or something like that. How you split it up, I guess, is really up to you, but I'd recommend doing something that's a 3-day split and then your next set of exercises on another 3-day split, just putting it back to back, so something like that. All right, guys, and this is gonna be like a high intensity workout program too. So all of your sets are going to be to failure, safely to failure with good form. Okay, so you're gonna do every set that you're gonna do of this is going to be to failure. And when I say like 4 chest exercises per week, split up across 2 different sessions, those 4 sets all have to be to failure. And you don't want to count your warm-up sets as like your actual sets. So you'll just do like lighter weight before you actually get into your failure sets as like a warm-up. I'd say to do 1 to 2 of those on like your first exercise of the day. You're gonna wanna do 2 warm-up sets. And then for the next ones, you can just do 1 warm-up set. That should be good enough, right? All right, so hopefully you guys are with me so far. So like I said, every single set that you're gonna do is going to be to failure safely or as close as you can get to failure, right? And we're going to be doing long rest times. So the rest times for this are going to be about 3 to 5 minutes. I'd say for stuff like legs, it's gonna be on like the 5-minute rest period side. And then stuff like arms might be closer to like 3 minutes. So you don't have to time your rests, but you do want to track all the weights that you're lifting, and you're lifting to failure. So it should be a pretty heavy weight. And then just to keep it super, super, super simple, for all of the reps for every single set, we're going to be doing 8 to 10 reps. So there's like a 2-rep kind of variance in there. And you're going to be tracking every single set that you do. Every single set's going to be to failure. And every single set that's to failure is going to be in the 8 to 10 rep range, right? And then you're going to log all of your lifts. And then every single week, you're either going to try to progress in weight or you're going to try to progress in reps. And then once you hit like 10 reps, you're going to increase the weight, and it's somewhere that's going to put you back down to like 8 reps. And then you'll focus on getting stronger and being able to do more reps and adding weight. It's pretty pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. You can't really mess this up. Since it is to failure, you'll be able to see exactly how much weight you're working with, and you can basically progress on this super easy. Make sure you're eating enough calories as well to really get stronger. Unless you're super new to the gym, then you can just focus on eating protein. If you've been lifting for a while, you might have to, gain a little bit of weight, gain a little bit of body fat, unfortunately. Just make sure you're gaining weight super slowly. But yes, you're gonna track all your weight that you're lifting with that as well. All right, guys, but that's pretty much the exact routine that you're gonna do. Do this for at least a month. Make sure, I can't stress this enough, that you're tracking every single lift that you do and all the weight that you're using. And I told you guys about rest times, told you guys how much weight to lift, how many reps, how many sets, what exercises to use. Really organizing all of those exercises doesn't really matter too much. You don't want to overlap sore muscles too. This is pretty much the bread and the butter of what's going to get you big. So pick good exercises. I gave you guys a good outline, so hopefully this makes sense to all you guys. But thanks for watching. Let me know how it goes, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. This routine's really been doing wonders for me since I've started it, and allows you to get strong too super quick, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little bit on the lower volume side, but give it a shot. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm out of here, baby. Peace.